Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is Ask Amadeus with your host, Marcus Amadeus. We give this to you every day where we tackle all sorts of questions facing the internet and humanity. If you're new to this podcast, like, subscribe, and you can follow me on social media at Marcus Amadeus all over, primarily Twitter. And I thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the episode. What's up, people? You're tuned in to Ask Amadeus. Today we are doing the Wednesday Wisdom Edition. As you may know, I'm a real estate salesperson in New York City. We own a small business here, helping people buy, sell, rent, manage properties. And the one thing I love about this business is it's pretty simple. A lot of people can do it, and it doesn't take rocket science. But to differentiate yourself and to succeed, like in anything, you have to be consistent and outcompete everybody. So today's episode is, how do I start a small business? I hear this a lot from people, and I see it around the internet because entrepreneurialism or having a side hustle or a gig is very in these days. And I thought it would be helpful to just give a little perspective on starting a small business, and pretty much any small business. It's all pretty similar, and I think that getting the small details right helps with the big picture, and focusing on certain aspects and focusing on what matters is the most key thing. So I wanted to just start by saying you need to define your product or service. If you want to have, for instance, say a podcast business or something like that, or a video business like online, the product is the media file, right? That's your end goal. And you want to define the service or benefit that it's giving people. Maybe it's informative, maybe it's just funny, maybe it's how-to. So define the actual product you need or service and the goal of what it's supposed to do and accomplish, and who might find this valuable. So a lot of people, when they're talking about it, it's like, oh, I need to have an LLC, or I need to get business cards, or first I need a logo, or first I need a website. That is just not correct. I don't really believe in that stuff. Obviously, to down the line, to grow, you need those things. But to start a small business, you need to, one, define what it is, the product or service you're going to do. Two, who are the people who will find it valuable and pay you for those services. So you don't need all that other stuff. Those are the two things you need. All right, now you've defined it on what you want to do. For instance, if you're a real estate agent, obviously you need a license for that. Certain things you need licensing, you need that, obviously. But your product and service and your customer are identified. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to be in business. You need to have that first customer. That is what puts you in business, or that first check that defines you as providing service to your clients. And that's it. So that defines you being in business. Having a t-shirt company where no one buys your t-shirts is not a business. Okay? I'm sorry. It's just not. So now you need to find clients. So you have a service. Let's say it's shoveling snow. You define, hey, I'm shoveling snow. I have the tools to do it. I know which clients need it. People with houses who have snow. Those are the two things. So you just need to go out and find them. That's called marketing. Letting people know about your service, and specifically having it to the people who will need it. You can do door knocking. You can print marketing materials that explain your service like a mailer. Or, this day and age, you can do a piece of online media like a photo distributed on Facebook. You can have a podcast to explain your service, but you need to get out there, whether it is cold calling, door knocking, marketing, anything like that. That's how you start. And having a few pieces or just one or two pieces of key marketing material, or having a script for you to do that, that's how you start to get that client. And you need to be, that ties back into the first part, is that you need to be clearly defined on what your service is, who needs it, and how it's going to bring value to the situation. And then once you have your first client, you are in business. And then obviously you need to execute whatever agreement or contract you have, which is either they want to buy the product from you or they want your service. So that's it. Define your product or service, identify the clients or people who would need your service and how valuable it would be. 3, have your message, get your message out there. You can call it marketing material, but go out and actively find those clients. And 4th, to wrap up, I think the easiest way to start is locally in your neighborhood. I think starting online is a little bit more difficult. Start with people who know you. Find people in your social sphere who have a problem that needs to be addressed, that you might be the best person suited to help. Talk to them, write them emails, call them, Facebook message them. And then also, if you're a local business like snow shoveling, dog walking, real estate, where you don't need the physical storefront, you just need to come up and provide a service, contracting, go locally. Make print materials, put it in the mail, drop it, post a flyer, and that's how you will get started. But just remember, having an LLC or a cool logo or things like that are not the first step. The first step is identifying the business, getting the client, and getting paid. And then as you grow and expand, you can worry about the secondary effects or secondary things you need, like logos and things like that. So I hope that helped you in this Wednesday wisdom. If you have any comments, please let me know. Text me, email me, Twitter me at Marcus Amadeus. Enjoy, subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Just a reminder, if you are looking to buy, sell, rent a home in New York City or nationwide, we're here to help you. Our team of professionals will be able to provide all the services you need, from searching, brokerage service, handymen, and we have movers that we can work with, home inspectors, attorneys, loan officers. It's a full service package. We are licensed here in New York to work with us and our team, but if you're in any other part of the country, we have a nationwide network of professionals that will help you out. So if that's the case, just DM me, or you can find me on my website or social medias, and I'll get back to you soon. All right, enjoy. Bye. Oh yeah, subscribe.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.